Hi, fifth grade artists. Today we're going to draw a landscape and we're going to learn to incorporate the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. Objects in the foreground are bigger, and as they go towards the background, they get smaller. So I'm going to show you some paintings by Vincent van Gogh of his landscapes, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so I have my materials and I'm going to get started. All right, so first we're going to draw lines that are going to show us the grounds that we're going to use. So remember, in a landscape, we have a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. Okay, so we're going to start with a line that curves like this. That's going to have our foreground objects here. And our middle ground will be here, and our background will be up this hill here. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing a barn because I like going to the farm. Okay, and I'm also going to erase some lines because it's not see-through. Okay, and I'm going to make this look like it is three-dimensional. Okay, and again, this is not see-through. Okay. Draw a door here. And a window here. And you can give, I'll put another window here. You can give this texture if you want. Make it look like it's somewhat realistic. Maybe this is wood. And same thing here. Okay, so here is my foreground object, right? My barn is looking bigger than everything else because it is in the foreground, right? So now here is going to be our middle ground, right? Middle ground, things start to get smaller. So here in this area, I'm going to draw another barn. Oops, that's not how I wanted to do that one. Put a little dot on the top there. Okay, and then here's just a little put a door here. Okay, so notice here now we have it starting here. Our foreground is big, and as we go towards the middle ground, it gets smaller, right? I'm actually going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, and then up here is where our background is. So way up here, it's going to look the smallest, right? So if you look and you see, maybe you're walking down the street with mom or dad, and you stand at the corner and you start to see mom walk away, and as she gets farther and farther down the street, she gets smaller and smaller, right? So here I'm going to do my last house, and it's going to be the smallest one on the paper. Oops. Just erase these lines inside again. And here I'm going to put a tree. Okay, so now I have my foreground, middle ground, background. I'm gonna maybe add a sun here, some clouds just to fill up the sky in the background, some birds. Okay, so you can add texture if you want in the grass. You can add lines, you can add, you know, something else if you want to. A tree, it's up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna trace this with my marker and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm finished tracing everything in black marker and now I'm just gonna paint it. So if you notice again, foreground, middle ground, background. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start painting my barn in the front here. I'm using paint. You can use whatever materials you want. And like I said, you can also add stuff if you want to. There's open space here and over here if you want to add something. I love actually doing this with pumpkin patch in the fall because you can draw pumpkins really big down here and they get smaller as they go up the patch. I drew a little bush down here just to add a little bit of something else. Okay, so I'm going to paint this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am finished with painting my landscape. I painted my barn over here red with some yellow windows and a gray door. This one I added a little bit of black so it was darker and they weren't exactly the same color. I used brown. I mixed it with a little bit of yellow here to make it look like it's more dirt. Got my grass here and my background, my little house is orange. I added my sky, so I can't wait to see what your landscape looks like. Don't forget to send me a picture. Thanks, bye-bye.